Let's get one thing straight. The world is rapidly changing thanks to innovations in technology. You probably heard of some of the obvious trends like the Internet of Things, virtual reality, or even wearable technology, but I want to tell you about 3 of my favorite offbeat, buzzworthy future trends. First, hologram technology. And we have wanted this since Princess Leia said, "Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope." Nowadays, holograms are popping up that look nearly real. From musicians to comedians to politicians, all coming to a stage near you. The second trend I want to highlight is drones. We've got micro drones that are tethered to a string like a kite, and even drones that travel underwater. And all of them accessible to the everyday consumer. Now on to my third and favorite trend. With an estimated 5 billion connected devices, going digital isn't going anywhere. The internet will now see more than 1,000 new unique .coms. That's right. Everywhere you see that www, it can extend to everything, from .photography to .cafe to a .wtf. This is all part of a .com revolution that's making your business or personal brand more memorable online. So that's what you can expect to see more of in the future. Holograms, drones, and .com domains. For more information about and inspiration for this new .com world, check out Name.Kitchen.
There's literally hundreds of ways you can tie a piece of fabric. I envision women walking down the street with these gorgeous headpieces and textiles and just feeling really beautiful. My name is Estella. I am the creator and founder of The Wrap Life. We make really awesome head wraps. We also offer jewelry. Most of it is handmade in Brooklyn. Before I started The Wrap Life, I was a waitress at a little restaurant in the West Village. No background in business, no background in fashion. I got the idea that I wanted to start wearing head wraps, and I looked online for head wraps and I couldn't find any. I was like, I can totally start this. I started with an initial $300 investment, and I was sewing them in my kitchen. I knew that I wanted life in the name because it would need to be sold as a lifestyle brand, because wearing a head wrap is such a new idea to a lot of people. I was talking to my boyfriend at the time, and I said, The Wrap Life. And we were both like, that's it.
Beautiful.
Love that. The website is most of our business. It's all of our business, honestly, unless we're doing a festival or a pop-up shop. When The Wrap Life first launched, we were shopwraplife.com. About 9 months later, we transitioned to the wrap.life because I found out about the .life extension. I just thought it was like the perfect introduction. It's really short. That's the name of the company. After rebranding the website and changing to a .life, and then it was also the holiday season. A lot of people were sharing, blogging, posting about us. We doubled the sales of the previous 10 months in 2 months' time. The .life supports our mission in the sense that we're doing things differently. Our domain is different, our product is different. And so I think all those things tell a really unique story that our customers love. I'm Estella, and I am The Wrap.life.
So more than ever, as our lives get busier and busier and we have more technology, it's so important to connect back to the soul and create time for play.
My name is Michelle.
My name's Allie, and we're the founders and directors of SoulCamp. SoulCamp is a camp for adults where change makers come to recharge.
SoulCamp has been described as the spiritual Disneyland for adults.
We have breathwork class, we have Tibetan bowl healing class, we have different meditations, we have all different kinds of yoga. And then we also bring in different movement classes, dance classes. It's a plethora of spiritual and soulful activities. The name of a business is really, really important because that's the first thing they hear.
Everything with SoulCamp happened so organically. Allie and I were so excited. We were texting back and forth. I sent like Camp 2.0, Adult Camp, Camp Soul, SoulCamp. And Allie wrote back, SoulCamp. And we just knew that was it.
So our website's really important because people can register for our camp.
Our website's our storefront. So we're looking at soulcamp.com. It wasn't available, and someone mentioned they just released .camp.
.camp made sense for us because our business name is SoulCamp.
As soon as we heard, we knew soul.camp was going to be so impactful when you hear it, so impactful visually.
We see this not only being camps that are going to be around the world, but also really a virtual community. Our domain name sets us up for the future.
Soul.camp. We don't forget that. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Allie, and we are Soul.camp.
Coffee is so special. It's that thing that gets you going in the morning. It's also an experience. Like, it's something that you share with people all the time.
I'm Anu.
I'm Suyog. We're the founders of Drift Away Coffee.
And we also happen to be married. Coffee was something that we, over time, had started becoming more passionate about at home. And we both left corporate America to start Drift Away Coffee, which is an online coffee subscription company. The idea is that coffee is very unique.
Based on where it's from, based on where it's grown.
Kind of like wine. Coffees from Africa tend to be fruity. Coffees from South America are a bit more like nutty and chocolatey.
We roast our coffee once a week.
It's roasted out in Red Hook in Brooklyn.
We ship it out within a day of roasting, and that's like the ideal time to start drinking freshly roasted coffee.
It's really hard to come up with a name. It's something that's going to stay forever. It's just so important. I'd already designed the label for the packaging. It was inspired by vintage baggage tags. As I started learning about coffee, I realized how much coffee had traveled. So we were thinking about names like Journey. Came across the words Drift Away, and I was like,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Drift Away is a reference to two things. One, the travel that coffee does.
At the very minimum, coffee is traveling 2,000 miles.
And then the second aspect of Drift Away is that feeling that you have in the morning when you have your first cup of coffee. That's that moment of calm.
The website is really, really important for us because it is our front face for our business.
Ultimately, we're an online business, and so the URL matters as much as the name.
I was super passionate about having a very descriptive URL.
So I was always trying to make sure that it wasn't too long. It cannot be driftawaycoffeeroasters.com. Like people don't have patience for that. And so when Suyog told me about .coffee domain, I was like, oh, this is perfect, because then there's no additional .com at the end of it, which doesn't mean anything anyway.
With 2 words, you can explain your entire business. We call it Drift Away Coffee, and the URL is driftaway.coffee. So it's just so straightforward and simple. To me, it just makes logical sense.
My name is Anu Menon,
And my name is Suyog Modi.
and we are driftaway.coffee.
People generally associate rain with dreariness. Rainworks can take the same cause of that dreariness and use it to create something that can make people smile. I'm Peregrine Church.
And I'm Zach Fisher.
We're best friends and business partners at Rainworks. A rainwork is a piece of street art that only appears when it rains. To create a rainwork, we'll make a stencil. We'll design it on the computer and then cut it out either by hand or with a machine. Then we take that stencil outside, put it on the concrete, spray it with the super hydrophobic coating that keeps surfaces from getting wet. So the next time it rains, all the concrete gets dark except for where we sprayed, and that contrast creates the image. We support ourselves now mostly on commissions.
And we want Rainworks to be a worldwide thing.
So we've come up with our own formula and we want to share it with the world.
You guys ready to see a rainwork? Rain!
When we were first testing it, we didn't actually have the name Rainworks yet.
We were just referring to them as rain-activated art.
It's kind of a mouthful. And eventually we just combined rain and artwork to create Rainwork. We conduct a lot of business through the website.
The domain was not very shareable. Very originally, it was just a maps.google.com/blah, blah, blah.
So we tried rainworks.com.org. When eventually some ad popped up saying, .works domains are available, I suddenly realized that's it. Everything just clicked.
It rolls off the tongue, it's easy for people to remember.
I loved that the name of what we do is the name of the website. I'm Peregrine.
I'm Zach.
And we are Rain.Works.
Food is communal, it's tribal, it's creative, it's an expression. It really goes back of just bringing people together.
I'm Scott.
I'm Lori.
We're married and we are business partners at Amici Catering.
So together we've been in the business over 30 years. We went to the same college, we started working for the same company, became best friends until we decided to fall in love and open our own place. Amici came because we originally were from an Italian restaurant. It means friends in Italian.
For us, friendship and relationships are really the basis of our company.
The staff that we work with, they've been with us from restaurants to restaurants. A lot of the people that we did business with are still our clients or guests now. So Amici Catering was the perfect fit. The website brings so much traffic. Originally when we started, we were Amici Catering, AZ.com, which was really long and really bothersome. We finally had another friend that said, you can get .catering. We knew it was a good fit. It was simple, it was fresh, it was on trend, and guests could get to it easy. It sets you apart from so many other businesses that just get lost in a .com, and so we love it. I'm Lori.
And I'm Scott.
And we are
Amici.Catering. It combines art and beauty and science and a sport all in one. My name's Jeff Stevens, I'm 42. I've been professionally a fly fishing guide for 5 years. To be able to start with a bare hook and just use thread and feathers to create a fly to catch a very, very smart fish is a magical experience. So I started fishing when I was 4 years old. I'd always be teaching other people how to fish, and then I realized, hey, I can make a business out of this. I founded Teton Fishing Company in the spring of 2014. Teton Fishing Company is a premier guide service here in DuBois, Wyoming.
Okay, don't do that again. Now let me watch you here.
I love when I can share my passion with somebody else and they get it. Naming something is such a powerful thing because when you name it, you call it out of abstraction and you're really defining what it is. Why I landed on Teton Fishing Company was the Tetons here are, in my opinion, the most beautiful mountains. The other part of why I named it Teton was people want to fish near the Tetons. No one's ever heard of DuBois, Wyoming. They have heard of the Teton Mountains. If people Googled, my business would pop up. When you're a company that's dependent on web traffic, you have to get your domain name right. I think my first domain was fishtetons.com. There were too many other .com domains that had Tetons and fly fishing in them, so it wasn't all that unique. When I found out that these new non.com names were available, I was just incredulous that I was able to get Wyoming.fish. It's short, it captures the whole state, and it totally explains. Someone says, hey, I want to go fishing in Wyoming, Wyoming.fish just makes sense. I'm getting in on the ground floor of something that 15 years from now, people are going to be like, man, how did that guy get so lucky? My name is Jeff Stevens, and I am Wyoming.fish.
Clothing is a great vessel. It's the center of attention when people first meet you. It could be a great driving force for us to spread our ideas and our philosophies. I've been a graphic designer a little over 5 years now. James Skidmore, he's my partner. He approached me and asked me about a t-shirt company, and he gave me full creative reign on it. Creating Fathom was my first production of my art. I think that's the best way to go about it. Start your own business. Don't start something that somebody else did already. The first design that I made was a Be Your Own Revolution. That was the start of our whole philosophy. It means to be the change that you want to see in the world. So we want to influence people to change the world for the better. And we have our humble beginnings. We started out of my house. This is, our next step with the local businesses out here and the local artists and musicians. They're our support, our backing. Fathom, the name, it means to comprehend, to enlighten. And then on the other hand, it's also a nautical theme. It's a unit of measurement in water. We're on Long Island. Long Island has a whole history of sailors and whalers. The anchor really is a setting of places where you're gonna be and who you're gonna be. Everybody is so used to that whole .com, and that's just the normal thing for them. I want something that's new and different. Fathom clothing makes the most sense, I think, for people when they're trying to find us. It's great. I find people coming to our website from all over the place, from the UK, Germany. We actually got our first sponsor. It's Black Star Amplifiers, because they saw our website. That's big for us. It's really brought us to a different level. Having people all over the place see your stuff is really important to us. We're not the same as everybody else. We're not a .com, we're a .clothing. My name is Dexter Dybel, and I am Fathom.clothing.
Fitness isn't about what we get It's about what we become, knowing that you're able to accomplish goals and accept challenges that are coming your way. My name's Ron Betta. I'm a personal trainer and I am the owner of Art of Fitness. Art of Fitness is a personal training studio. I've trained thousands of people. I've written 2 books on fitness. I've trained The Biggest Loser on the television show. The role of a personal trainer is to guide a client from point A to point B, wherever their goal is. Before I was a personal trainer, I worked for Walt Disney Feature Animation. All the artwork that's hanging in the studio is from projects that I worked on or from people that I've worked with. When I looked at the names of businesses that were out there, I thought about how to make mine different. So I was trying to get something that was artistic, but fitness. Art of Fitness was perfect. I have 6 mirrors in the studio, and each one of them is framed out. And my goal is to have each client stand in front of the mirror and see themselves as a work of art. And I consider the people that have reached their goal a masterpiece. It's a way of me drawing out the person that they're trying to be. The domain name was important because I need people to easily access information online. All of my scheduling, booking appointments. .fitness makes sense for my business because it's an efficient way for clients to find me. And once I realized that the .com was available, it was a no-brainer. I immediately thought, wait, I have to do this. I have to make this easier again for my clients. Art of .fitness is a more efficient way of looking at the internet. It's a more efficient way of looking at my website. Even the website's on a diet. We got rid of the .com. My name is Ron Betta, and I am Art of .fitness.
J'étais un charmeur solitaire, toujours à courir ça et là, pour une silhouette, enchaînant les conquêtes. Elle était belle et c'était toi.